Greetings, Patriots, and happy St. Patrick's Day. That's right, today is St. Patrick's Day, and we celebrate the day that St. Patrick drove all of the snakes out of Ireland. And nobody celebrates it like Americans. Nope, it was Irish Americans who dyed the Chicago River green. It was Irish Americans that started parades on that famed day in every small town and large city in America. March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. And for us true Irish Americans, we like to pull out something special. And today is no different. This is Jameson 12yr Special Reserve Irish Whiskey. It is a great day to be an Irish American. Why? Because it's St. Patrick's Day. And here on the Freedom Hub, we celebrate like no other. We pull out all the stops. This is not time for your regular run-of-the-mill Irish whiskey. No. This is Jameson 12yr Special Reserve Irish Whiskey. This is some good stuff. At the time that this bottle was bought, it cost right around $100. And I have only opened it for very, very special occasions. Now, if you look back at my Aberlour 12 review, I said the same thing. I pulled it out for only special occasions, but that bottle went a lot quicker than this one here. This one is all the way down to here, and I've had this for probably about 2 years or so. Kept in a cool, dark place, so no light taints it at all, with minimal air in the bottle so it doesn't spoil the whiskey. So, very, very special occasions. This was bought for me from my wife, celebrate a promotion, and I can't thank her enough. She's got good taste. So, what is a 12yr? The age statement, of course, means that it's going to be aged for a lot longer. Regular Irish whiskey is aged at least 3 years on the shores of Ireland. And Jameson being a blended whiskey, it's blended with single grain and single malt whiskey. So it kind of gives you the best, but it's only pot still whiskey. Jameson is only going to be traditional Irish pot still whiskey. That's single grain and that's single malt. So Jameson 12yr, it is different than regular Jameson. But if you like Jameson, you take everything that you like about regular Jameson and amplify it. That's right. Not as light. No, but yet still light. A lot of those notes that you taste in Jameson, you're going to taste a lot more in this one. It's 80 proof, so it's not like a cask strength or anything like that. Still just the same alcohol content as Jameson. So without further ado, let's take a look. All right, it is Irish Whiskey Month here on the Freedom Hub. And as far as appearance goes with Irish whiskeys, it doesn't change up a whole lot. It really doesn't. This is gold. This is super gold. Not very dark at all. And still very light. As you can see here, it rolls right off the sides of the glass rather quickly. So not very viscous. Very light, but not watery. on the nose. Oh, yeah. I'm getting honey. I'm getting pear. Like a spicy pear, like cinnamon. Cinnamon and clove. Cinnamon and clove and honey and pear, as well as, yep, that classic Irish whiskey, sweet, buttery, shortbread cookie note that you find in almost every single one. This is extremely approachable. It does not smell like an 80 proof whiskey at all. It doesn't. So, like I've told you before, when I smell the whiskey, I smell it with my mouth open, and I breathe air in through my mouth and my nose at the same time. That way I get a lot more of those notes. Definitely. Try it if you haven't already. But still, even when you do that, you get that alcohol burn. You get that alcohol burn right off the bat. But with this, no, not at all. Maybe a little bit you can feel in this you can feel your sinuses opening up just a little bit, and the alcohol will do that. But I wonder if it's on the taste. I really do. So let's go ahead and find out. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I wanted to show this to you uncut, so you know my honest reaction. It's been a very long time since I've cracked open this bottle. Not a whole lot of special occasions in 2020, if you know what I mean. But oh my gosh. That shortbread cookie is a lot more forward. The pear kind of dials down a little bit, but the spice comes up. And that comes from it being aged in those American bourbon barrels and those sherry butts. So, yeah. Oh, I'm going to have some more. Oh my gosh. Oh. That is delicious. That is wonderful. If you ever have the opportunity to try this, try it. Oh man. Buttery, sweet. If you are a fan of Irish whiskeys, you need to give this a try. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I can't be, even any more descriptive, but it's like everything that you love about Jameson, you're gonna love this. Oh my, I'm not crying. I'm not crying at all. Nope. No. Tears of joy. Oh, it's wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. So every year, just to change up those gears a little bit for you. Every year on St. Patrick's Day, I do try to hang out with my friends. I go to the bar and, indulge them in their green beer and everything. I'll drink Jameson and gingers and Guinness all night, pretty much. But at the end of the night, I have made it a tradition of mine where before I go to bed, I pay tribute to a very, very important person in my life. And I'm sorry to be a little bit of a downer, but it's the true Irish in me. It really is. And you can't have, a pure Irish holiday without a little bit of drinking, maybe a little bit of fighting. and maybe a little bit of crying. So, you have no doubt by now noticed the picture on the wall behind me. So that picture is of my grandfather, Commander Richard Mackle, who was a naval aviator during the Korean and Vietnam Wars, the 23rd Squadron of the Black Knights. He was a hero. And my grandfather was a very simple man. He was not a very fanciful guy. Although, sure, he could afford to be. Growing up, he grew up on a farm in western Pennsylvania. And he was simple. He didn't need a whole lot to keep him happy. But for me, I feel like he always deserved the best. And when it comes to this, the best is going to be good enough. You should definitely go for it if you got it. In 2014, on St. Patrick's Day, he passed away. And ever since then, I always do a shot of Jameson 12yr, and I miss him every day. But I am so thankful for everything that he did for me, every lesson taught. So, thank you, Grandpa. Now, I've heard a lot of whiskey snobs out there say that if you are going to mix whiskey, you do not mix expensive whiskey. You do not mix something that has taken years and years and years to procure. You don't. Only mix the cheap stuff. Well, what if you're not trying to hide the whiskey? I mean, when you drink a Jack and Coke, it tastes a little bit different than a Coke. Just a little bit, though. Jameson and ginger, goes down pretty smooth. And an Irish coffee is no different. So what I'm going to do for you tonight, I am going to take this beautiful Jameson 12yr Special Reserve pot still Irish whiskey, and I'm going to make myself the best damn Irish coffee that I have ever had. Now, when you're making the Irish coffee at home, you're going to want to use something that's very robust, that has a very good flavor to it, because Irish coffees typically are a little bit sweet. The ingredients typically are Irish whiskey, coffee, simple syrup or sugar, and a little bit of cream, and sprinkled with a little bit of nutmeg if you're feeling saucy. So it can be a typically very sweet drink. So you're going to want to use something nice and robust and flavorful that'll cut through all that sweetness. And that is why I decided to use the Freedom Fuel from Black Rifle Coffee. Veteran owned it and operated, and also not a sponsor, I like to say, yet. So let's see how their dark roast Freedom Fuel coffee, Jameson 12yr Irish whiskey, combines some of the best of America, some of the best of Ireland. Only the best for St. Patrick's Day here on the Freedom Hub. If you really think that the nutmeg is just for show, do it. Do it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I really couldn't think of a better way to start off my St. Patrick's Day or to end it. That is great. I would love to start off every day like that, but I won't. I officially won't. So it is St. Patrick's Day 2021 here on the Freedom Hub, and we got a lot to celebrate. Yes, we do. I mean, while it may seem like dark times out there, compared to a year ago, not so much. Today is officially the 1-year anniversary of the day that my state, Nevada, and a lot of your states shut down for a year. But they said 2 weeks to slow the spread, 2 weeks to flatten the curve. And here we are today. 2 weeks ago, Texas decided to lift their mask mandate and open up all of their businesses 100%. And everybody said it was a bad idea. The President of the United States said it was Neanderthal thinking. Well, what happened to Texas? Well, in the last 2 weeks, COVID cases have dropped over 42%. Over 42%. It's almost like those masks were holding more germs than they were filtering out from going into your body. They were holding them and you were breathing them in, and your body was trying to expel them once they got them, but they couldn't. They just kind of held everything right there. Who knows? I'm no scientist, but I do know that their cases almost dropped by half within the last 2 weeks. They're doing just fine. So, make sure today on St. Patrick's Day, you raise a glass to freedom-loving states like Texas, South Dakota, Mississippi, and soon to be many others out there who celebrate their freedom with you. Thank you, everybody, for watching the Freedom Hub. We'd like to go ahead and thank all of our law enforcement, first responders, veterans, and active military out there. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, comment, let me know how you like your Irish whiskey here on Irish Whiskey Month. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. Thank you all very, very much. See you again soon. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. 'Tis you, must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, o'er all the valleys hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. Happy St. Patrick's Day, guys.